Okay, hello folks. I am setting up my tripod. I want first for you to see well, and I use my front camera to nobody's yet coming, but I know this video I'm gonna post it later on YouTube. So I wanted to set this up to be good visible for you, and a little bit like that. And also I use the front camera so I can see if somebody is commenting, so I can answer on time. One surprise today I'm gonna craft this handmade journal for a customer, the magician Joshua J from United States. I haven't had the time to ask her permission, but I wanted to tag him on YouTube. But for the next video I'm gonna ask him if he wants me to tag him. He's a magician from the Las Vegas, from the United States, and he wants me to craft for him A3 big birch bark journal, which I already started yesterday. I showed one video about it at the beginning, how I glue the bark to the base. And also I have a surprise. For the first time on XZArts I am going to use epoxy resin and epoxy hardener for epoxy salt and pepper. Let me show you. Himalayan salt crystals and peppercorns assorti, how they pepper melange, pepper melange assorti. And Joshua J, the magician from Las Vegas, also wants me. He already ordered those two books from XZArts and from me, and I am honored to craft for him and to continue this project today with you. And this was the surprise. For the first time on XZArts I'm going to use epoxy resin. I know we're an eco-friendly brand, but sometimes customer requests something that needs epoxy resin. This is the first time I actually agreed to use epoxy resin for a project, because before I always refused to do so. So indeed this is gonna be an interesting project for crafting the resin, salt, Himalayan salt, pink crystals, and assorti pepper journal. This is going to be the next project for today. I am continuing to show you how I craft this big A3 format 12 by 16 inches journal, which will be with curved spine, for which I will use, this is the base for the future spine of the book. I will use also my locally produced in Bulgaria, absolutely amazing linen fabric, very natural. It doesn't smell, it doesn't have any odor except a little bit like a natural fabric, very short odor of a natural fabric. Ooh, it's itching. So now I'm gonna show you first. I will cut this excess with my Stanley knife. This is not advertising. Now I'm gonna cut the excess bark, and you gotta be careful with these knives. Okay, this was a little bit tricky. Now probably I can use my scissors also. You can also use your scissors, or you can use the knife. Thanks for stopping by, folks. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna, furthermore, the live YouTube video sessions I'm going to include on my channel on YouTube, and I'm gonna make it like a tutorial series for how I craft this specific journal. Of course, in the future I can probably edit a shorter tutorial from all of the live sessions I don't know about it, if I will have the time for editing so sophisticated thing, but I don't know it for now. Now I'm concentrated on this journal. If you have questions, please you can comment and ask me questions about this handmade journal project. This is just the beginning and it's going to take a while until the finished journal product. See, I love the bark, and the customer Joshua J also wanted to have this this relief. He said the more rough the bark of the birch, the better. I also think so, and I like how the covers are coming along already. This is not the first time I'm doing birch bark journal, of course. I've been crafting many of those, but this is the first so big one with the birch bark I craft. That's the first one. That is A3 format, 12 by 16 inches, which is about 42 centimeters by 30 centimeters. This is the A3 format. Thanks for watching, folks. I see some of you are watching. Now the first cover is done. I'm gonna cut now the second one. For the base of these two covers, I have used, okay, be careful guys with these knives. They're very dangerous tools, you know, very dangerous. Some of these pieces I can probably use, like this one. I have like leftovers from this project that I'm not gonna throw for sure. I want also to share something about this birch bark. This birch bark I supplied, I harvested sustainably from a dead birch bark forest. Last year I have posted on my YouTube channel and on my other social medias, of course. I have posted this video where I harvest these birch barks. Check them. And I supplied them from the western park in the Sofia city in Bulgaria. My name is Hristo and I'm from Bulgaria, those ones who don't know me. And this birch bark is absolutely totally sustainably sourced because it's sourced from dead trees. Dead birch trees from the western park in the Sofia city. That is the capital of Bulgaria. Please like and share this live session to your crafting friends who might be interested in watching how to craft a curved spine, curved spine journal, handmade journal. This might be useful for somebody. I can offer these leftovers for sale also, probably on my website. You never know. It's not good to throw such material. It might be helpful to someone for crafting miniatures. Now I'm gonna need to clean a little bit my deck, and I am going to now cut a piece of linen fabric, Bulgarian locally produced linen fabric, which is this amazing and very strong fabric, and I'm gonna start creating the process for the binding of the book. I need to show you. I'm sorry folks, it's from the dirt, from the small dust particles. Now I need to choose from which side to be the binding. Yeah. Furthermore, those places will be refined with more glue and with claps. I'm gonna more 24 hours leave that where it's needed. Of course, most of the space it's already glued well, and yeah. Also, I'm gonna put some small particles on the places where we miss. I'm gonna use from the leftovers some piece and put inside these places where we miss a piece. Also here I'm gonna put some other pieces of of birch bark, but this is going to be later on the refining process. I'm sorry folks, the dust from the birch bark. My customer wants the birch bark to be as you see it, in the pristine look, the roughest the better, he said. Now okay, this is going to be towards the spine. Yeah. Now I'm gonna add some glue, some PVA glue to these spots, and I'm gonna put claps on these spots. I use these things, or you can use also these kind of claps, and you're gonna need one small, small brush. Later on the inside, there's gonna be coffee colored watercolor cardstock. That is going to be the inside lining for the birch bark book. For now I want to strengthen a bit this part of the journal, because it's a very complicated process. I'm sorry folks, I need a little bit to clean my nose. Use pieces of old fabric that you're not gonna use to clean your fingers when you use the PVA glue. Also, now I'm gonna clean the outsides, and in between the cardstock and the birch bark I have applied glue already in these sections here, and now I'm gonna use like 2 rulers. I will show you. 2 rulers, and I'm gonna tighten this with my claps. And this is gonna become strong binding. It's a little bit tricky. I need more claps. Thanks for joining on my live session, showing you how I craft this birch bark journal with two birch bark covers. Now I want to apply here also, and here and there I'm gonna use these claps. I have lots of more of them. I have this box that I crafted myself once upon a time. It's super old, it's like 12 years old. Fabric box with cardstock and fabric and a little bit of birch bark on top. I like old world maps, and I used two different maps for this box design. It used to have claps here, but I broke it using it from more than 12 years now, and I'm not paying much attention sometimes when I use it. Also pieces of this map here with the writings of the original map. So I use this for my claps and some other instruments. I need smaller claps for here and there to finish clapping this birch bark cover. Unfortunately, I thought I am going to be able to show you now how I make the binding, but before this process and before this is dried, because here on this side is going to be the gluing the future curved spine for the curved spine book. Oh my god, silly. So when it's dried in a couple of hours, tonight I'm gonna show you the next process where I use the fabric, this locally produced linen fabric, the two covers and the curved spine base when I'm gonna use to make the curved spine journal. I'm gonna leave this to dry here. You gotta be patient with handmade sketchbooks and journals. Also, when you order, if you sometimes order a handmade journal from some artist, please be patient and allow at least 4 to 5 days for a given book to be, especially when it is with birch bark, because we need to wait a lot of time, a lot of hours, sometimes once, sometimes twice or three times in the process of crafting the book until the PVA glue is dried. Then later on another part of the process we might use again PVA glue, so we need again to wait it dry very well for 24 hours until we can be continuing with the rest of the parts of the creation process. So that's why handmade products are expensive, because they take more time than usual and they take a lot of attention to details, and also they take more expensive materials than usual. So yeah, specifically this time I'm not buying this from anywhere. I supplied this myself from dead birch trees. Actually, after I finish this live session, I'm gonna put the video link from my YouTube channel where I have one video where I show you the forest with the dead birch trees from where I sustainably sourced this birch bark. So thanks to everybody who is coming to my live session. If you have questions, please comment below. Also, if you're interested in crafting or also mountain nature and especially wild mountain nature videos, this is my channel XZarts, and my name is Hristo from Bulgaria, and I'm going to show you more and more crafting, of course, but most of the time I'm posting Bulgarian wild nature videos, especially mountain nature, specifically absolutely wild and very wild, and the highest the peaks, the better for me and my cousin Stasi, with whom I go to the Bulgarian mountains and we make videos. Most of the videos on my channel are made by myself, and I am the original creator of this channel. but recently some of the videos that I post, a little bit of the videos that I post are also videos that my cousin Stasi, she made some of the videos, and we want with her to develop this channel and to grow, if possible, the channel. And to our idea is, first for me, my idea is to find more customers for my XYards handmade brand, and of course I want, my second goal is to popularize the Bulgarian mountain nature and overall the Bulgarian nature. Bulgaria is a European country that's next to Greece, and the south from Bulgaria is Greece, north from Bulgaria is Romania, and one of the sides to us is the Black Sea. As many of you probably don't know, the recent years also National Geographic has this, you can Google it or you can find it on YouTube. National Geographic made a movie that actually the Bible mentioning the Great Flood, actually this was a real process, this was a real flood that happened about 7,000-8,000 years ago, and this was the Black Sea. The Bulgarian scientists were making special sample digging on the bottom of the Black Sea from about 60-70 kilometers from the today's seashore of the Black Sea, and they found out that after a certain amount of sediment on the bottom of the Black Sea, they found out on the same level that all the dead animals and the remainings of the dead animals were actually from sweetwater animals. And suddenly from this layer on, the youngest layers of the bottom of the Black Sea, they discovered were only salt dead animals. This means that about some time in the past, the Black Sea was actually a big lake, and the Mediterranean Sea actually came and become the Black Sea. Before that, the Black Sea was actually Sweetwater Lake. This was about 7,000-8,000 years ago. A lot of theories are about also the lost continent of Atlantida, or the lost civilizations of Atlantida. It might have been either in the Mediterranean or in Black Sea. When this big flood happened, probably the Black Sea was the big flood, most probably, of course, from the Bible. Anyway, now this is going to be the other side where the fabric is gonna be covering a little bit the cover. Later on, this fabric will be holding the spine, so that we will have a curved spine handmade journal, you know. It's gonna be like that. This is actually going to be used as an album for pictures by my customer who ordered this. This is the magician Joshua J. from Las Vegas, from the United States. He is very well famous, worldwide known magician. He recently contacted me and he wanted me to create for him this birch bark journal, and also salt, Himalayan crystal salt and peppercorns resin journal that I'm going to show you also in the following 1-2 days, how I start and begin making this journal. Probably today I'm gonna start showing, because I need to craft this journal also. So later today I'm gonna specifically, or probably I can do this in a while. Let me now just apply some glue between, or sometimes, because the birch bark is not very flat on all the spots, and when I glue this to the base of the cardstock, when I glue the birch bark, I need to use a couple of different towels, thick towels. You put the birch bark against the already applied with glue base in between them. Then you put on the glue, the birch bark, then you put a couple of towels to become more thick enough, then something flat on top and something very heavy, because these towels will allow to cover the difference in the relief of the birch bark, if you know what I mean. And this way it helps to better press the most of the surface to be glued well with the cardstock. But anyway, even with these towels, sometimes here and there it's not very well, but it mostly becomes only on the edges, like here, just on a couple of spots. This can be refined later, don't worry. The other parts, where they are already glued, are very strong, and it's very hard to tear this apart. And after refining this on all the edges and using the claps like here, everything will be perfectly glued and will be very long lasting. Now the first side that I want to refine is the side that will be against towards the actual future spine. Now I apply here glue. The PVA glue, you don't need to apply too much, because it works better when you don't apply too much. A thinner layer, applying a thinner layer will assure that it glues much better the materials that you glue. PVA glues, like this one, it's white kind of paper and wood glue. They are good for paper, wood, fabrics, and similar things, but they are not good for plastic and for metal and for glass. They are for paper, wood and fabrics mostly. I use PVA glues for my journals, and like I used for this project, this box, you can see I had this box from 12 years. The base of the box is cardstock, like this one. This cardboard, actually this is cardboard, it's like 2 millimeter thick. This is the base also of this box, and I use burra fabric and also linen fabric, Bulgarian produced, also a piece of birch bark and a cork. But I've been using it so much, it's already kind of vintage and a little bit very old one. Now I will continue applying the glue to some little other spots, like that. And the other thing is very well glued, so just only those two spots. Now clear a little bit the outside if you have applied accidentally a little bit of glue, because now we're gonna clap this together. And I'm gonna use a couple of such claps. Most of the crafters, we have those available. Check what I also have here. Protectors for your fingers. Yes, this is it. Now I am going to add, oh no, I applied some glue accidentally. Like that. Good. Here also. This one is not working very well. So, ooh. Later on, you see here, there is a little bit of excess glue. I'm gonna, when it's dried, I'm gonna cut it with my knife, and it's not gonna be messing with the crafting process. Anyway, this is going to be in the future. Now, actually, I'm going to finish this live session because I want to use this video for my tutorial session for making this birch bark journal. But in about 10 minutes, 20 minutes from now, I'm gonna play another live session in which I'm gonna already show you how I begin the process of crafting the first 4 yards, epoxy resin and epoxy hardener, salt and pepper journal. This is one again is ordered from the magician Joshua J from Las Vegas. This magician is one of the most amazing and one of the best magicians in the world. His name is Joshua J. If you don't know him, check his YouTube channel. You can find him, the magician Joshua J. Also you can Google his website. He is he is an ex-world champion on the playing cards, you know, tricks, magics in close distance, and also he has a Guinness record of close-up magic overall in front of people in close-up. So he's not just like a normal magician. He's not just magician on the on the scenes. He's a magician that can make the best magics in front of you, right in front of your eyes. You can check some of his videos on YouTube and of course his website. And in about 20 minutes I'm gonna start with another live. In 2 minutes I finish this live, and I want to thank everybody. Presco, hello Presco. I'm making a, sorry, I just now see that somebody comment. I was making this birch bark cover future A3 format journal, 12 by 16 each, for my customer Joshua J, the magician from Las Vegas. And in 2 minutes I finish this live, but in 20 minutes I will start another live where I will start the process. Of course I'm not gonna right at the beginning probably use this epoxy resin. The first video in 20 minutes, the first live session will be the beginning of making this Himalayan salt crystals and peppercorns handmade journal. So please welcome in 20 minutes again to my channel to watch how I'm gonna use these crystals, Himalayan salt, and this assorti, red, black, green and white peppercorn journal. That's gonna be with 3D cover with these spices, because my customer wants to have this picture album with these spices for the different places he visits when he makes his magic shows worldwide. He wants to make pictures of the national food of the specific country he has visited, and he will use this journal as picture album for this national cuisine photos he's gonna make in the future. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for the questions. If somebody subscribed to my channel, thank you for this, and if not, please subscribe with the bell to my channel to follow for more crafting future videos, and of course especially for a wild mountain nature hiking videos with me and my cousin Stasi. Thanks for watching, and see you again in 20 minutes. Don't forget, please come back later. In about 20 minutes I promise I'm gonna be again on a live session. I love you for now, and see you later guys. Thanks for visiting my live session.